Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, October 17th, 2019. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice here that price is currently trading around the 3,000 level at the moment. We had an inside day in the previous session after the trend day up 2 days prior. What you see is now price continues to float higher here as we are approaching highs. We have highs here, highs there. And one thing to keep in mind is in less than 2 weeks now we get the next FOMC key level. So typically speaking, over the last few rotation, price has rallied and then gone flat for a couple of weeks into the FOMC key level. We saw it there in July. Over here we saw it rally and then go flat for a week into September. So that could be the case again. We have another 2 weeks here. We could see a little bit more strength and perhaps go flat into that number on October 30th, I believe, or 31st. It's one of the last 2 days of the month. And then from there, we'll get another FOMC key level. These have been offered recently, so it would not be out of the question to see another rotation back down, perhaps back toward recent support here. But overall, right now, this market remains bullish as it continues to push higher. You can see that the 8-period average is finding quite a bit of strength here. So even if it were to pull back here, it could still be a near-term buying opportunity for a test at the edge. All right, let's take a look now at the NQ. With the NQ, you'll notice that price is breaking through 2-day highs. This was an inside day in the previous session, so we had a big up day and an inside day, and now another attempt to break higher. This is a couple of days running here. So we saw a big expansive day here after the outside day. Then you had the inside day and another expansion day and an inside day, and now we're above 2-day highs. We are now at the FOMC key level from July, retesting that level. It has been offered since that level has come on board, and we are right above it right now. That level is 79.73.5. So that's going to be kind of a key level here to watch today, 79.73.5. Right now there's an intraday LVN right at the 79.69 level, 79.70 zone. So a failure to hold that zone there could open up a bit of a rotation back toward the overnight lows of 79.30 at the very least, with a shot to push lower. So right now, very clear that this market has not been able to find acceptance above the July 31st FOMC key level of 79.73.5. We are back above it yet again, and we will see if price can hold above that zone throughout the day. If not, any early failure there would suggest perhaps a rotation back down. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. You'll see here with crude that we have an inside day that's developed over the last couple of days. Yesterday was an inside day, and today is currently an inside, so we have kind of a double inside day development that's happening right at the 53 level. That's the level I've mentioned before, continues to be the key level to watch here, and price is just coiling right at it. Overall, this market has been poised lower. We saw a sharp turnaround here in September that led to the drop. We're now seeing prices at 55 be rejected here as well, and the seasonality leans toward more selling pressure into December. So we could have much more selling pressure ahead, especially if price can't get back above 55 or these 54s. We could be looking at a flush downward. So right now, very tightly coiled, compressed price action over the last 3 days. We're going to be watching for expansion from that range pretty soon. Let's take a look now at gold futures. Lastly, we have this one trading within this kind of range here that we've continued to follow. Great LVN here at 1465. Very, very clear show of rejection there. We have an HVN up here in the 1520 zone, which is where we've been trading. 1580 is the FOMC key level from was that September? And so right now we have more of the same. I mentioned yesterday that we're likely going to stay in this range and continue to chop until proven otherwise. We have to get a forceful push through 1525, or we have to flush through recent lows of 1465. And within that range, we could continue to see this kind of back and forth action, as high as there, as low as here. until we see a definitive move. So right now, not really expecting a whole lot out of gold. This could literally be 2 weeks of sideways range bound action as we head into the next Fed meeting at the end of October. So this one, we're going to have to continue to watch the edges at 15.25 to the upside and 14.65 to the downside. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck and trade well. See you soon.